Well, I can't exactly say I'm surprised at this point. That's nothing like this would go wrong. Hey guys, Nate Willis here. Welcome back to Silent Hill. I'm recording this at like 6:52 in the morning, and I went to record an episode of Silent Hill, like, it was either yesterday or a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday at this point. And I came back to edit the footage, and I saw that my microphone was turned off the entire time. So I recorded with face cam and everything, and I got all the footage, but no commentary. So I decided I'd do something a bit different for this episode. I'd keep the footage that I already had here, but since there's no commentary in it because the microphone was off and it didn't record any of my commentary, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to kind of reflect on everything that happened in the episode. You know, I'll talk about it, I'll show the important things, and I'll kind of talk alongside them. This episode might be a bit shorter because of that, I'm not really sure. It was like an entire hour of footage that I, not lost, but, you know, I couldn't just keep it as a normal episode because of the microphone thing. So, here we go. This is what the recording literally would have looked like had I just left it the way it was. You can see I'm talking right now, you can tell that I'm talking, but you can't hear it at all because of the freaking... So I believe what happened is that I just was kind of aimlessly running around for a while outside, trying to figure out where the hell I was supposed to go, till I found this jewelry store with these TVs with the symbols coming up on them, and then this.
Daddy, help me. Daddy, where are you?
Cheryl!
Hold on, your missing daughter just appeared on a monitor saying that she needs help, and that's literally all you say? So I continued to explore the jewelry store for a while before eventually running into this path that I'm following right now, and apparently I'm stuck. Fell down here, ran into another boss. Now, this boss, well, let me just let this very short cutscene speak for itself. Some cutscene, yes! Thankfully, this boss fight wasn't actually that difficult. You know, this giant worm thing, whatever the hell that thing is, the only real strategy is every time it pops out of the sand there, you gotta shoot it with your shotgun. There is also a hunting rifle that you find, but it only has like one round in it, so there's not really any point in bothering with it. You did, son! After killing the thing, I went ahead and just exited that area and looked at the map here. I was trying to get to the hospital. The footage is cropped to remove my face cam, and as such you can't really see the entire screen, you can't see the entire map, but I went ahead and kept walking until I eventually ran into the hospital.
Harry!
Glad you're okay.
Thank God you came back. I was scared to be here all alone.
I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you. Lisa, can you tell me how to get to the lake?
The lake? You take Bachman Road.
The road's blocked.
Well, that's the only way out there.
Are you sure? There's gotta be another way.
Wait! I just remembered something!
What?
There's a waterworks over by my old elementary school. It's been abandoned for years. There's an underground tunnel out there used for inspections or something. I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake.
Really? You think I can get to the lake from there?
I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out.
If there's a chance, I've got to try.
Harry, don't go! I don't want to be alone. It's so scary, I can't stand it.
How about coming with me? This may not be the safest place in the world either. I can't promise you anything, but I'll do my best to protect you.
No. Somehow I feel I'm not supposed to leave this place. Oh, Harry, I'm so scared, and I'm cold.
Look, just wait here a little longer. I'll be back as soon as I find my daughter.
And after that awkward cutscene, Harry leaves. Now look, one thing I'll be the first to admit is that the acting in this game is really not one of its strong suits, but I will admit Lisa's voice acting is a bit better than some of the other characters. I actually kind of felt bad for leaving her there. And I still don't really understand why there's always like an awkward pause between every line of dialogue in these cutscenes. It might have something to do with, you see in a lot of older games, it might have something to do with localization issues, since this game was actually made in Japan originally, and obviously they had to translate it to English for the American sales, so, you know. What is that? A giant bug? I'm not sure whether to actually call this a boss fight, because it definitely felt like one, but it was also right after another boss fight. So that was a little strange. But either way, I think I'll call it a boss fight anyways. So my only tactic for this, kind of similar to the previous boss fight, was to just keep shooting it. But eventually I had to start using my handgun because I ran out of ammo for the shotgun and the hunting rifle. One of the biggest problems that I was experiencing with this boss was the fact that it just wouldn't die. Like, it had quite a fair amount of health. But other than that, it wasn't actually all that difficult. It was a little more difficult than the giant worm thing, the last boss, but not all that much more difficult. It was kind of just a little bit annoying, but other than that, that's really all that I really disliked about this boss fight. And then suddenly the town is back to normal! And after saving at the hospital and a long walk, I arrive at the waterworks that Lisa apparently was talking about. I proceeded down into the sewer, walked quite a bit through the sewer, solved a small puzzle, and managed to make it out of the sewer. Upon exiting the sewer, I arrived at a resort. Now, this resort, there's a whole lot of crap you have to do in this area of the game if you want to make sure that you get, like, the best ending possible in the game. I didn't bother with doing that, however, because my playthrough of the first game, because of the fact that it was just kind of, you know, it wasn't, I mean, it was definitely a good game, but it wasn't really as special as the other 3 games in the original 4 games on the PlayStation 1 and 2. So I decided not to really bother with the different endings in this one, and not really bother, I didn't want to bother trying to get the best ending or anything. So yeah. The truth is, the game I was looking most forward to recording was Silent Hill 2. This game, I've been enjoying recording it, and I'm still going to complete it and everything, but let's just say that I really wanted to complete this game as quickly as possible so I could get to the other ones in the series, because this one is kind of the oddball of the series for me. Like, it's definitely a good one and everything, but in my personal opinion, it's not as good as the other 3, and that's the reason why I just wanted to get through it quickly. I proceed across a bridge, and then suddenly the resort turns into an other world. Harry notes to himself that he has a very bad feeling and continues on. I proceed to run a whole bunch and fight a few monsters before running into a boat. I then enter the boat and run into Sybil. They talk for a while, and Harry mentions that he seems to have an idea of what might be going on here.
It's not me. This whole town. It's being invaded by the other world.
He feels the town is being influenced by somebody's nightmarish delusions, and eventually will be consumed by darkness. Maybe Dahlia isn't quite as insane as we thought she was. Whoa! Oh god, there she is right now. Okay.
The task is almost finished. When it is completed, all is lost.
So what am I supposed to do? I've got to save Cheryl.
It is simple. stop the demon.
Look, you crazy church woman, that's great and all, but how exactly am I supposed to do that? Dahlia tells us to go to the nearby lighthouse and the nearby amusement park. Sybil and Harry proceed to split up. Sybil is going to the amusement park and Harry's going to go to the lighthouse. And that is literally where I ended off the video and did my outro. But there is no outro because the mic didn't record it. So I have to do it here. So, if you guys have enjoyed this episode of Silent Hill, be sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe to join the vlogging center today. And to leave a comment if you wish to tell me something. That episode was weird. What did you guys think of this episode? In fact, that'll be the question of the video. What did you guys think of this episode? Is this a format you guys want me to try out more often? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you guys go and subscribe to my channel, leave a comment saying that you subscribed and answering the question of the video, you will have a chance to get a shout out in another video. So yeah, all that out of the way. This game, you guys. Recording software, peace out.